Good morning, students. In class 6, we have studied about reproduction. What is reproduction? The production of new individuals from their parents is known as reproduction. Today, we are going to start a new lesson, that is reproduction in plant. In this chapter, we will discuss about various modes of reproduction in plants. Most plants have roots, stems, and leaves. These are called vegetative parts of a plant. After a certain period of growth, most plants bear flowers. Flowers are reproductive part of a plant. A flower may have either male part or female part or both male and female part. There are several ways by which plants produce their offspring. One is asexual reproduction and second is sexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, plants can give rise to new plants without seed, whereas in sexual reproduction, new plants are obtained from seeds. So today we will discuss about asexual reproduction. As I told you, in asexual reproduction, new plants can be obtained without production of seeds. There are different ways of asexual reproduction. First is vegetative propagation. It is a type of asexual reproduction in which new plants are produced from roots, stems, leaves, and buds. Since reproduction is through the vegetative parts of plant is known as vegetative propagation. And examples of vegetative propagation is the plant of rose can be obtained by vegetative propagation. Another example is potato, ginger, and same time bryophyllum is also an example of vegetative propagation. Let us see how the vegetative propagation occur in these plants. First of all, in case of rose, the cut a branch of rose with the node. The piece of branch is termed as cutting. Bury the cutting in soil. A node is part of stem or branch at which a leaf arises. Water the cutting every day and observe its growth. Similarly, you have seen some type of scars on potato. These particular scars or birds is known as eyes, and when you cut a few pieces of potato each with an eye and bury them in soil and water the piece regularly for few days, you will observe the growth. See, this bird is known as eye of potato. Next is I told you about bryophyllum. That is also, see, on the edge of this leaf there is creation of birds which is helpful for production of new plants. So these are examples of vegetative propagation. Plants such as cacti produce new plants when their part get detached from main plant body, and each detached part can grow into new plants. What is the benefit of vegetative propagation? Plants produced by vegetative propagation take less time to grow and bear flowers and fruits earlier than those produced from seed. The new plant are exact copy of parent plant as they are produced from single parent. Next way of asexual reproduction is budding. You have already learned about tiny organism like yeast can be seen only under a microscope. These grow, multiply every few hours if sufficient nutrients are made available to them. Remember that yeast is single cell organism. See how the reproduction in yeast by budding process. See, this is a yeast single cell and there is creation of developing of budding and new bud is formed, and then there is further creation of chain of buds. In this way the single cell yeast produce multiple chain of buds and create new different their daughter yeast cells. Clear? The bud gradually grow and get detached from parent cell and form a new yeast cell. The new yeast cell grow, mature and produce more yeast cell. In this process continue, a large number of yeast cell are produced in short time. So till now we have discussed about vegetative propagation and budding. Third is fragmentation, that is also a type of asexual reproduction. You have seen filmy green patches in pond or in other stagnant water bodies. These are called algae. When water and nutrient are available, algae grow and multiply rapidly by fragmentation. And algae break up into two or more fragments. See, this is break up into two or more fragments. These fragments grow into new individual. The process continues and they cover a large area in short period of time. Next is spore formation. You have learned in your chapter 1 that fungi on bread peas grow from spores which are present in air. The reproduction through spore formation in fern. When spores are released, they keep floating in air as they are very light and they can cover long distance. Spores are asexual reproductive bodies. Each spore is covered by hard protective coat to withstand unfavorable conditions such as high temperature and low humidity, so they can survive for a long time. Under favorable condition, a spore germinate and develop into new individuals. So plants such as moss and ferns also reproduce in means of spores. So I hope all of you are able to understand how the plants reproduce by asexual reproduction method. Today we will send a PDF related to this lesson, reproduction in plant. Please go through that PDF. You will be able to understand this topic easily also. Thank you.